Hey y'all, this is Karen with Karen Board Companies. Just a quick message about your presentations. This little outline for your best presentation is modified from Stu McLaren's Tribe Live conference in 2020. I thought he put it out and laid it out in such a succinct way that I wanted to alter it and modify it. So first, a shout out to Kim Stedman in the National Association of Christian Women Entrepreneurs and the Write More, Write Now groups. She created a template for Canva in grayscale of about a dozen very beautifully put together charts and things like this that you can use. And I was able to get a hold of those and change them to my brand colors and put my brand name on them. And you can do the same thing. Reach out to Kim Stedman. Shout out to Kim Stedman to thank her for putting this together. And Stu used a modified diagram like this one. So I'll show you what he taught us. First, in the middle is your message. I use the word achieve because it's the mantra of Karen Board Companies: achieve extraordinary levels of success worth celebrating. So you would come up with a really catchy title, lots of ways to help you do that. And then his suggestion was that first you have a hook. One sentence, one statement, something that really reels them in and that makes them kind of pop up in their seats and think, oh, I've got to hear this. I have to hear this to the very end. He suggested that you tell a story because stories are very engaging. They make life real. We can all identify usually with many pieces, at least, of stories that we're told. I've modified his design a little bit to suggest that there might be, depending on how long your presentation is, a before story of how you struggled also, or someone in your tribe struggled with what you're getting ready to teach on, and then a story after of how they overcame and achieved and excelled extraordinarily in that area as well. It depends on how much time you have. If you're doing an 18-minute TED Talk, you're not going to have a lot of time for long drawn-out stories. And you're not going to have time for many more points in your lesson than maybe three. Three is what is suggested and optimal. So then you have your lesson and you have 3 points that you want to make. If your presentation is an hour long or more, you have time for more stories, and there might be an after story, my suggestion. If your presentation is long, an hour and a half, you might have time for 5 points in your lesson, but it's recommended that you don't go over 5 points in your lesson for fear of kind of losing your audience. Then at the end, you have a summary. So many people have said, so I don't even know who to give credit to. So many people have said, tell them what you're going to tell them. That's up here. Tell them. That's in your lessons, and then tell them what you just told them. So give them a quick summary of what you just told them. And then, of course, at the end, there's a call to action. I've been told that it needs to be one thing. What is the one thing you want your audience to do after they've heard this message? Is it click here? Is it join our free Facebook group? Is it do a discovery call with me for potential individual coaching this year? Is it join our mastermind? What is it? Is it fill out this survey? It could be anything. So just a quick run through of potential message outline for you. I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll try to put it into some sort of plan of action. When we were talking about our NACWE conference, National Association of Christian Women Entrepreneurs Conference, the theme this year is Work God's Way. So everyone who's speaking, we have 7 18-minute TED Talkers or NED Talkers for NACWE. And then we have, oh my goodness, I think it's 6. We have a keynote speaker, and we'll give her a lot more time than the rest of us. And then I think we have 4 or 5 or 6 of us who are presenting for an hour or pieces of an hour, a little bit longer than that 18 minutes, to share lessons about working God's way. So everyone is coming up with their own title and their own lesson. We haven't given them a lot of guidelines. But the title, after the title, it's implied, do this as you work God's way. Here's some hints and some steps to take as you work God's way. And so we're using this as sort of an outline at our conference. So God bless you. I hope that made perfect sense to you. And we'll tune in again for more lessons as well.